Welcome to the Philippines, a country with sunshine, typhoons, and apparently flood control projects that control absolutely nothing. For years, the government spent trillions of pesos to protect the people from flooding. But every monsoon season, the only thing that rose faster than the floodwaters was the suspicion. And then came the moment nobody could ignore. The floods hit again. And the projects didn't just fail, many of them didn't even exist. This isn't just mismanagement. This is the Olympics of corruption. Let's start with the fun question. How much money disappeared? Well, over the past decade and a half, the Philippines spent about 1.9 trillion pesos on flood control projects. That's 1,900 billion pesos. You'd think that amount could build drainage systems so powerful they could suck the water straight to Mars. But instead, many projects turned out to be ghost projects, appearing on paper, collecting money, and then disappearing faster than your ex after Valentine's Day. These so-called flood control projects include bridges that lead to nowhere, roads that were improved but look exactly the same, drainages that exist only in PowerPoint slides, and canals that were supposedly widened, but locals say even a tiny cat couldn't squeeze through. Some contractors even claimed to have built entire structures that residents swear were never there. Congratulations! You have just invented Schrödinger's flood project, simultaneously existing and not existing at the same time. But this isn't just comedy. People suffered. A lot. Homes drowned, cities shut down, livelihoods destroyed, families lost their savings, their possessions, and in some tragic cases, their lives. While billions went into projects, the citizens went underwater. And this is why the anger exploded. Not just because of corruption, but because corruption kills. Then came the moment nobody expected. The Philippines, a country famous for karaoke, fiestas, basketball, and resilience, said, enough. More than 650,000 people filled Rizal Park. Students marched, parents marched, church groups marched. Even people who had never attended a protest in their entire life said, "Today, I march so my house can stop swimming." The ruling party saw the crowd and said, "Oh, this is serious." The opposition saw the crowd and said, "Oh, this is an opportunity." The government quickly responded with the strongest words they could find. "We are looking into it." Translation, "We lost the receipts." They froze 12 billion pesos in assets, which sounds impressive until you remember the missing money is 1.9 trillion pesos.
Huh?
That's like losing a whole cow but proudly announcing you found a French fry. One engineer even returned 110 million pesos in kickbacks. But that's like returning a single drop from a flooded river. Cute, but not enough. So how does a flood control scam even work? Very simple. 1. Approve a flood project. 2. Allocate big budget. 3. Hire friendly contractor. 4. Pretend to build something. 5. Submit beautiful photos taken from Google. 6. Split the money. 7. Pray the next typhoon isn't too angry. Sometimes they built the project halfway. Sometimes they built the signboard only. Sometimes they built nothing, but still build everything. This is not engineering. This is creative writing. As investigations expanded, politicians suddenly developed Olympic-level skills in finger-pointing. It wasn't me. It was him. I wasn't in office that year. I had COVID. That was my evil twin. Photoshop. My dog ate the drainage plan. All while the public watched thinking, wow, so many excuses, but still no drainage. The Philippines has seen protests before, but nothing quite like this. This time, everyone is affected. Rich neighborhoods flooded, poor communities devastated, business hubs paralyzed, schools closed, daily life disrupted for millions. Add to that, social media, live streams, youth activism, and church networks. It became the perfect storm, not of rain, but of national frustration. This is not just anti-corruption, this is personal. Investigations are ongoing. Officials have been detained, funds frozen, hearings televised. But the public has one fear, that after all the drama, all the shouting, all the marching, nothing will change. Because in Philippine politics, some cases take so long, the floods dry up faster than the investigations. The Philippines doesn't need magic. It doesn't need foreign consultants. It doesn't even need new slogans. It just needs flood projects that exist in real life and not only in PowerPoint. Because right now, one truth is louder than all the excuses. In the Philippines, the floodwaters went down, but the corruption levels didn't. Thank you for watching PastCast, where the past echoes through today. If you enjoyed the satire, scrolls, and scandals, like, subscribe, and ring the bell before the next empire falls.